Hello, everyone. Before we get started today, we'd just like to acknowledge that we are on the traditional lands of the Kulin Nation. We pay our respect to the elders, past, present, and emerging, and we acknowledge the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people's spirit, their imagination, and their rich history of storytelling, which is an inspiration to all Australians. And now, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the cast of Dice Paper Roll Live! All right. How are we all doing today, everybody? Excellent. Thank you so much for coming. Before we introduce ourselves and go through the normal kind of, routine, we'd just like to make a very special welcome and put your hands together, please, for our guest up the end here, Oliver Coleman, who is joining us today.
Hello, thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. Now, Ollie is a friend of the show. He's actually guested on a couple of episodes, which we haven't released yet. They'll be out in about 5 weeks. But he's also got a show in the Comedy Festival, don't you, Ollie?
I do. Let's do the plug at the top.
Yeah, because you might have to run at the end because you're on straight away, right?
That's true. I'm on at 6:15 doing a show called Poolside up at Tasman Terrace. It's a very silly one-man sketch show. If you're not sick of watching stuff after this, come along. It's my last show.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So look, before we... but seriously go, because I was crying with laughter when I saw it the other night. I think you were too, Greg.
I'm going to see it tonight.
Yeah.
I am.
Oh, okay. I'll just hang out and drink on my own after the show.
It's what you usually do.
Yep.
So, everyone, before we get started, just make a bit of noise if you've played D&D before, if you know what D&D is. Cool. Now, this is always maybe a bit more embarrassing to do it in this order. Make a bit of noise if you've got no freaking idea what you're in for. Woo! All right, welcome.
Yes.
So we like to do a little bit of a debrief at the top. Super simple. I'll be playing the Dungeon Master, which is the storyteller. So I tell the story. I put these guys in situations. Each of them play a different character who you'll be introduced to in a moment. They tell me what they want to do. I tell them to roll a 20-sided dice, or you'll hear us call it a D20. So there's numbers 1 to 20 on there, and I set the number that they need to succeed, but basically high is great and low is pretty shit. So that's kind of all we really need to go over. You're rolling badly already, mate?
Real bad. Yeah.
The only other thing is, if you haven't been to our shows before, we do like you to take part with a bit of audience participation. We like you to do a bit of sound effects work for us, some Foley work. So, look, to get you warmed up, we always like to kick it off with, let's hear the sounds of a busy marketplace. Great, there's some animals in there. I like it.
Yeah.
Sounds like a busy and slightly grumpy marketplace.
Yeah.
But a great marketplace nonetheless.
I'm very happy.
No, do you have one you'd like to hear, Dan?
Why not an army of warriors going into battle? Freedom! Yeah!
How about a team of velociraptors playing basketball? Nice.
From downtown!
Yes,
Ollie?
basketball.
An audience having a really good time at a comedy Dungeons and Dragons show.
Hey! Oh, I like that one. Good
Excellent.
Let's keep that one rolling.
Yeah.
So, before we start, folks, we will meet each other. So I'm just getting my timer started because it's important to keep track of time at these things. Look, my name's Ben. As I mentioned, I will be the Dungeon Master today. Normally in the show, I play a character named Snatch, but he's not here because it's too hard to run a show and play a character as well. I play all the characters these guys will meet.
Hi, I'm Dan. I play Thandor, the human fighter and cleric of Tempest. So he is a warrior. He worships his god Tempest, the god of war. He wields a glaive. He's a sick-ass warrior, except he's been pretty shit of late. So, he tries his best. That's me.
Hi, everybody. My name's Greg. I play Aeron. He's an Asamar sorcerer of Helm. He's a dashing half angelic humanoid, and he casts magic just through the sheer force of his personality with his charisma. He's got long, flowing, golden locks, as you can tell, he heals and looks after the party. He's a kind-hearted and good character.
And my name is Oliver, and today I will be playing Ramekin, a half fish, half robot, intergalactic arms trader. This half has a webbed hand, and then this half has a robotic multi-tool, which includes all manner of useful mechanisms, depending on the path that the story takes us on. He's a bit of a shifty rogue that in other episodes has commanded a ship called the Rusty Prawn. We'll see if that makes an appearance.
And you weren't always half robot, where you used to be full fish humanoid. What happened there?
I used to be full fish humanoid. Ramekin is also a specialist trader in kind of contraband gourmet delicacies throughout the galaxy and that sort of thing. He had a deep frying accident and blew half his body off. And since that point in time has been a half robot.
A thorough and wonderful backstory.
Yeah.
All right.
It's so beautiful.
Is everybody ready to play some Dungeons and Dragons? Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So today, the three of you find yourselves in a studio tour of the Follywood Studios.
Yay,
That's right.
yes.
You have been invited on a backlot tour by a couple of producers, Frangelina Brolly and Starlet Bin Danson, and they want to get ready. That's the level of comedy we've got. They want to co-opt a movie about your exploits and adventures, and they've asked you to come along to the backlot. Now, unfortunately, Snatch and Brackeye and Ariki's song are stuck in traffic, so it's just the three of you there today. And you're walking through the backlot. It sounds very busy with people organising movies and pushing like trolleys and set pieces around. There's trucks reversing. Excellent.
I feel as if it is our due being finally paid to be made into a film.
I know, it's about time, isn't it? We're pretty damn great.
Yeah. Thanks for inviting us, Frangelico.
Frangelina.
Frangelina.
Sorry, Frangelina.
You're very welcome. It's a pleasure to have such stars as yourselves here.
It's a pleasure to be here. Do you know where the catering is? 'Cause I'm just thinking about a little bit of on-site catering might be
She
nice.
points right over there, and there is a catering van and a sort of a taco truck that's pumping out tacos, and there's nobody at it.
How do you guys feel about blowing off this tour and just go having some tacos?
Sounds great.
Sounds fantastic.
So exotic. Taco.
I know.
I don't think I've had one of these. Taco vendor, what is this taco you speak of?
Oh, hey, it's a bunch of meat and lettuce and crap, and it's squished between a crunchy big chip.
Crap.
Yeah, I know. I was kind of sold on it until the crap. And
I will take your finest crap sandwich, please.
3?
sure.
Coming right up, and he buries his head down, and ingredients start flying all over the shop as he prepares 3 of his finest crap sandwich tacos.
It must take
for
a
you.
long time to clean up after every service.
Yeah, it's a great way of...
Take a fair amount of prep. He had to be on the toilet for a while, so...
Does he squeeze out a fresh one for each taco? Do you
I
think?
don't know. Have you got diuretics? Or?
Yeah, I got diuretics. I got everything you need. I've been in this business for a long time.
Oh, this is gonna be a fun party.
This one.
Yes.
Before the show takes a nasty and messy turn, can you each... Can you each roll a perception check? Thank you.
Sure
Something
can.
as you're having that conversation. This is to see what they can notice with their senses.
9. I am too distracted by the smell of the shit tacos.
13.
17.
Oh, Ramekin, with your advanced cyborg ear and your fish ear, that's probably pretty good as well. You can hear the sounds of dull explosions and screaming, and it starts to get louder as a whole bunch of people scream and stream out one of the sound stages and go past you left to right. Whoa.
Cool movie.
Whoa, guys, what's going on there?
These tacos really stink.
No. No, over here, we've got some people screaming, some explosions.
Oh.
Can you hear that?
It sounds like people are in trouble and they need someone good and handsome to help them.
And we're heroes. We can do that.
Yes, into the fray.
As you say that, you actually notice that Frangelina has disappeared, but just before you can run towards to save the day, there's an almighty flash, a blue-white flash, and a sound of lightning, and then your hair blows backwards, and you're all kind of slightly blown backwards. Your clothes kind of buffeted by this unseen wind, and from the sky drops a phone booth. That says phone up the top, and it crackles with like electricity and orange lightning. That was a tough one I threw at you.
That's a hard
Because
one.
I didn't want to do it.
Big
So.
ask.
And the door opens.
Ooh.
Hello.
Pahone booth. Pahone. Pahone.
What is a pahone?
What's a pahone, bro?
I don't know.
Pahone,
Pahone.
It seems pretty small.
And out steps a human man in long silver robes, and he has silver sunglasses on. He's got kind of a big nose, sunkenish cheeks. He takes his sunglasses off. You see large round eyes, a forehead creased by age, balding with short cropped hair. He looks exactly like George Carlin, and he says, "Ah, well met, Thandor Bloodborne, Alan and Ramekin."
All right, only got the first name, that's fine. No.
Well, yours is a long
He knows
one.
me really well.
Yeah, he knows you in
I
detail.
don't know you.
Oh my God,
Stranger danger.
Am I actually just an NPC? It's terrifying.
No, you're here. You're here with us.
I'm
You're
all
here
right.
with
Yeah,
us.
sorry.
Well, allow me. My name is Doofus.
Well met, doofus.
It sounds worse than it is. I need your help. Something has gone terribly wrong here at the sound studios, at the Follywood studios, and you three are the only three that can save us.
Yeah,
I
there
know.
was a big explosion.
Lots of
and,
explosions and people screaming. We were going to help them.
Till you got in the way.
Yeah.
Pahone man.
Well, my name, I said my name is Doofus, but yeah.
Pahone man doofus.
Pahone Man Doofus. If that's what'll get you to help, then you can call me that.
What's your job here at Follywood Studios, Pahone Doofus?
Well, I am the head of security, clearly, and time
Oh.
traveling. You see, I am from the future.
Oh.
Yes.
No way.
Yes way.
Kill.
Yeah.
We already oohed. What do you want?
Yeah, I know. What more do you want from
I was
me,
kind of
man?
expecting a bigger reaction, but that's fine.
Oh, how do you time travel?
Well, with this Pahone booth behind me.
Kill.
Yes. Now, and you see, an evil and putrid force has imposed itself upon our beloved industry. A horde of toxic doppelgangers have been unleashed upon the Follywood studios,
Oh, no.
infiltrating the studios and sound stages. Wherever they go, they emit a toxic, psychic miasma that brainwashes all the actors into falsely believing that everything around them is real. Then, these doppelgangers, these shape changers, work in clever disguise to destroy everything and everyone under their spell. This is causing chaos, as I'm sure you can imagine, and destroying the very fabric of Hollywood.
That's
Cool
some,
monologue.
yeah, solid exposition, doofus.
Thank you. I've been working on it.
Wow, I've really got a feel for what's going on here now.
I know. There's some real bad shit happening around
Yes,
here.
I heard miasma
I
and
know.
doppelganger.
Scary words.
Yes, big and scary words that I don't quite understand, but it sounds bad.
It does.
Well, if you need more convincing, and he looks at his watch and he says, should be along in 3, 2. And then there's another flash of lightning and wind that buffets your clothes, and another phone booth. This, in fact, it looks like the same Pahone booth arrives, but instead of Doofus, the head of security, stepping out, you see yourselves. But Thandor,
Oh, no way.
Don't touch them. Don't touch your future self.
Okay.
Yes, it's
What-
very
why?
important.
Why?
How
Well, I
come?
read a book about it. It's called The Grandfather Paradox.
Right.
Right, and if you touch your future self, then you will break space-time and all of time and space will be destroyed forever.
Ramekin's not listening. He walks up, shakes time.
Your future selves are all dressed in like Shakespearean Elizabethan type costumes, like high
Nice
frilled collars.
codpiece, Aylan.
Yeah, nice.
Hot.
Nice. Where have you come from? You look like you're basically from the same age as what we are.
Yeah, well, you're talking to your future selves here.
Yeah, I know, but they're in Elizabethan costumes and we're like in medieval costumes, so it's not that...
Don't worry, I know how to speak to them. Forsooth, my good self.
How art thou, Thandor? I'm pretty good, man. How are you? What's happening? Oh, you know, not much. Just going time traveling, really. Oh, really? Yeah. How'd you manage that? Well, this Pahone booth, you see, it sent us back in time. No way. If you're really Thandor, what number am I thinking of? 69, dude. Whoa! So cool.
Amazing, seamless.
Doofus is standing there with a bewildered and slightly horrified look on his face.
The other Thandor wasn't actually interacting. It was just this Thandor just talking to himself.
So, Doofus, are these versions of ourselves? Do you know who they are? Are you with them?
I am,
Are they
yes.
us?
Yes, well, that's Ramekin, that's Aelan, or Aaron, Aeon, and that's Thandor. It's you from the
He's
future.
more important.
I know
Yeah,
time travel's
apparently.
difficult to wrap your head around, but I would have thought being a galactic traveler, you might be okay with that. Nope.
No,
Nope.
I only understand the power of my god and casting magic.
Yes, we have a deep familiarity with magic, but not with time travel. That's
That's just
way
weird.
out of, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, these three will no doubt give you some very important advice. I've given each of these guys an envelope that they're going to read out what's in it. So you can just pass them on down. They haven't seen these.
Wow.
So this is the future selves are going to give this advice, hopefully to convince the current lot to go. So you can number one, then number two, then number three.
I like that they've got a time machine and yet they're still writing letters.
Oh, snap!
Haha! Listen to Doofus. You guys, he knows what he's talking about.
Future Aelan.
Says future Aylan.
Also, you'll be able to spot the toxic doppelgangers because if you look carefully, they'll be slightly out of place. I don't.
That's some solid advice, future Thandor.
Thanks, Thandor. No worries, man. I'm here to help.
And the Ramekin offers the advice, and if you run into Bill Cosby, don't drink whatever he offers you.
Good advice,
That's very
future
good
Ramekin.
advice. Very good advice.
Why
the
is
ages.
that, future Ramekin?
Who's Bill Cosby?
And Rufus.
Friend of George Cullen's.
And Star Wars.
Doofus says, never mind that. Surely you three have to go. And he hustles the three future heroes back into the Pahone booth. And off it goes in a flash and a crack of lightning.
No, my friend.
Goodbye, future Aylan.
Doofus says, well, I'm sure that was clear as daylight.
That was
Totally.
so clear.
Yep.
Yep.
So-
I am crystal
yes.
not to talk to Bill Cosby and not to drink anything, and that doppelgangers will be weird.
They'll be slightly out of place.
Yes. And we should listen to you, Doofus.
That's right. Do you have any more questions?
How long are these tacos going to be? Because I am hungry.
Yeah. We are hungry.
You spin around and they are ready, good to go. The guy hands you these three steaming, dripping tacos
Steaming and dripping. Just.
Oh, I'm going to breathe all that in.
that you take with you as you step into the Pahone booth and like just drip sauce all over the directory in the phone booth in there.
Yeah.
Sauce.
And
Yeah. Oh, it's got a
and-
kernel of corn.
Ooh. I wonder if it's a salsa of some kind.
Oh, fancy.
Oh, so.
Doofus says, yeah, all right, well, it looks like you boys are on your own. Just dial the number of the soundstage you want to go to and find the doppelganger and take care of it.
How do we know what number's for what number?
Oh, wait, before
For
you
what
go,
soundstage?
actually, but you should beware of the toxic doppelgangers so you don't fall under their spells. Stick these up your butts.
What are they?
What is it?
There's like small plugs.
Already in.
Corked like a fine wine.
Okay, all right.
And then he goes, and you'll also need these magical earrings that will protect you from their
Sorry,
their actual
slipped out.
spells.
Just,
Yeah.
there, thank you.
That was just for laughs.
I'm going to use my other hand at the moment. All right, there you go.
Here, do you want me to... No?
Oh.
All right, just dial the number. Bye.
Smells like tacos.
Bye, Mahone and
Thanks,
Andrews.
So what number soundstage do we want to go to?
Why don't we roll a dice?
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Why don't we all roll dice and then it'll just be like...
And then what will like divide by the number of...
No. So we go 1513.
Okay, what? 15... where's the phone? Boop, 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 boop. Good work, Thandor. I'm amazed at your ability to use a phone.
I know. It's just I've never seen one before.
I haven't
It
used a
had the
payphone
numbers.
in years. Figuring it out.
You hear
It's
a
one of
voice.
those like windy ones.
Voice comes over the intercom. Connecting to soundstage 1513. And it warms up, and then the lightning starts to crackle up again, and then there's a sound of wind, and off you go. And you feel a moment of disorientation as you zip through time and space all the way.
Oh, there's that taco again.
This
Tastes
Paho-
better the second time.
This Pahone booth is going to be messy by the end of the show, I think. It opens, and you land with a thud, and the door opens, and you step out onto a wide, muddy street. And the sun beats down from above. There are horses that are hitched outside a row of wooden buildings on either side of the street, some drinking from the troughs in front of them. They swat at the occasional fly with their tails. And you each step up onto the wooden decking of the large two-storey building that stands directly in front of you. The two swinging doors and a faded sign above that says, Saloon. And from inside, you can hear the sounds of general merriment and conversation, ladies laughing and gentlemen grumbling, the clinking of glasses, and the sounds of a ragtime tune coming from a piano. Just if you could keep that going through the whole scene, that'd be great. What would you like to do?
Well, I don't know about you boys.
Shall we get a drink?
Yes, I need a whiskey.
Yeah, what happened to our voices?
I don't know. It's real strange.
Is it the butt plug?
I think it might be.
Made the butt
Must be
plug.
the butt plug.
It's because I must continue clenching. Clenching. Sorry.
As you look at
Clenching. Yeah.
As you look at each other, you see that you are all in costume for the era as well. So you have the heavy cloaks on, and you've got some sick facial hair, some cowboy facial hair. Feel free
Facial
to...
hair. I've never had facial hair before. It's
Yeah.
so itchy.
Yeah, I've never... Yeah, it's cool.
So as you enter the saloon, I'm going to assume you're entering.
Yes.
Yeah,
great.
Thandor kicks the foldy doors open. I don't know what they're called. Saloon doors.
Great.
Wordsmith kicks them open and then struts on in and...
All right.
Howdy.
They're spring-loaded. Can you roll a dexterity save?
Yes, I can. 17!
Oh, nice. It comes firing back at you, and you step back and wait for it to go out the other way, and you duck on in, and the others follow in behind.
We try and dance through the moment.
Which you do gracefully, but as you do, the room in the saloon, the sound comes to a complete halt, except for the spurs on your boots clinking.
I spit in the spittoon.
Great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, audience.
Thandor's gonna head over to the bar and be like, "Hello, barkeep. One whiskey.
One whiskey coming right up, fella."
Much obliged."
He pours it, and then he walks all the way down to the other end of the bar, just so he can slide it down the bar to you.
8.
Hey, you catch it.
Yeah,
we wouldn't
yeah.
want to waste whiskey, not fantasy whiskey.
I stride forward. Alan strides forward. His pink chaps, the tassels floating in the breeze.
I love it.
His very embroidered waistcoat flapping around. His gun belt, which is very high, like unusually like above the
Nipple
belly.
high?
Yeah, nipple high gun belt. And I stride forward to a table and put my foot up on one of the chairs. Well. What's going on? Lean forward so that my pants stretch uncomfortably. Well, boys, what's going on here?
You said you went up to a table to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. You go up to a table, you put your foot on a table full of people playing a round of cards.
Okay, I was thinking the chair, but the
Oh.
table is even more uncomfortable. That's good. That's good. Yes, Ed. Really stretching those chaps.
Yeah, you really lean into it.
I do. I lunge into it.
Yeah, and they all stop what they're doing, and one of the cowgirls takes a cigar out of her mouth, and she's, "Oh, ain't you a fine specimen? What's your name?"
Well, thank you, ma'am. My name is Alan. Aaron Aeon. And I'm the quickest saucer in the damn West.
Oh, are you really?
Uh-huh.
Well, it just so happens that I'm the fastest draw in the West.
Oh, is that so? And
That's
what's
right.
your name?
My name is Disastrous Jenny. It does. I feel like they're-
disastrous, Jenny.
That's right. You heard of me.
Close up.
Close up on the eyes.
Yeah.
Just squinting a little.
And I squinted her.
She squints back.
And I squint a little harder.
She squints real hard that her eyes are almost closed.
I squint so that I can only see a thin sliver of light.
And she.
Where is this going? Nobody knows! Perhaps we could have a shooting contest.
Oh, why not? I don't see why we can't.
Disastrous Jenny.
Thandor's just gonna walk on over to Alan and just be like, Alan, do you really think that you should just be going in here and just trying to kill people?
Oh, I'm not. I thought we were shooting cans
I don't.
at each other.
At each other?
Oh, God.
Where
Can
the
you
heck
not
else?
lean-
You're asking the woman to a deal.
Can you not lean on me? You're really stretching my chaps here, Thandor. No, I meant cans. Don't y'all have some some fancy
Cans is for children.
antique cans? No. Oh.
We have antique cans.
Well,
Why don't we do a compromise? We'll put a can on your head and we'll try and shoot that off.
How does that sound?
That sounds mighty fine to me.
Yeah, I'll shoot a can off your head, disastrous Jenny.
Okay.
All right. All right.
I don't know why I'm saying yes to this.
We got ourselves a deal.
Hey, don't y'all think it's... I don't know why I'm still talking in this accent, but
I don't know.
Feels good.
it does. It feels real
It feel real good.
Don't y'all think it's real out of the ordinary that disastrous Jenny wants us to shoot antique cans off her head when she's a gunslinger?
That's a little bit suspicious.
It seems a little out of place.
Yeah, if you know what I mean.
I think I know what you mean.
I think so.
Doppelganger.
Exactly.
Doppelganger indeed.
So,
So aim for the can, but then just shoot him in the chest.
okay.
She gonna go for your can.
Well, maybe I'll
Go for
just
the
do a
chest.
little check-in first, and I don't need to do a
Feel
southern
free.
accent for that. I subtle spell a detect thoughts on disastrous Jenny.
Oh, does
Yes.
she get a saving throw against that?
Absolutely not. No,
Oh, yeah?
I just get to hear her surface thoughts at the moment.
She's like, ooh, he's got some mighty fine butt cheeks, those pink chaps. They're so
No, she's
good.
fine. She's fine. She is absolutely normal, just full of common sense.
What'd she say? What was she
What'd
think?
she say?
She was just thinking about how fine my chaps are.
She's a fucking doppelganger.
There's something wrong with her.
There's only one way to find out, fellas.
What?
Shoot a can.
Shoot a damn can! Has she got a can on her head?
She's standing there waiting with a can on her head. And she's, you
All
better
right.
be a good shot,
You
mister.
don't do it in the saloon?
Yeah.
We gotta go out in the street.
I throw my waistcoat back, my hand hovering over my extra high gun belt.
So it's like up here.
It's right up here, over the shoulder. And then I flick my finger forward and firebolt at her can on her head.
So roll to hit.
Oh, shit. I got a 5.
Oh, were you aiming for the can?
I was,
Yeah,
yes.
your firebolt hits disastrous Jenny right in the face, and she falls back screaming and reeling. She's like, oh, my face! I do this kind of thing all the time. It's not out of place at all. I guess that's why they call me Disastrous Jenny. Just this kind of shit happening to me all the time.
Shit, sorry. I cast Healing Word and heal her face.
Oh, that's much better.
Yes,
What was that?
holy energy runs down my arm in a golden arc and shines on her face, knitting the flesh up.
The flesh knits back together, and she faints from shock.
Wow.
But she looks okay.
Oh, jeez.
That one's not a doppelganger. Next!
Let's just line them up. We'll just shoot them one at a time, and we're bound to find them
Sounds
sometime.
good. Why don't you shoot someone, Ramekin?
Sure, let me shoot someone.
That sounds real in line with my character. Let's do this.
Anybody here want to get shot?
There was one person at the back.
There is, you see, or you think you see a gentleman or someone in a purple cape. They're flourishing their cape as they put their hand up. They've got a top hat on, and they're talking to a couple of people in front of them, saying, I'm Mr. Stu Hackman, and I'm here to cure rheumatism. Have you got lumbago or sciatic problems or any kind of hemophilia? I got, my family makes the best shit in town to cure you right up. Your headaches, your toothaches, your stomach aches, your foot aches, anything else aches, anxiety. That's me. That's
Did you say anxiety?
I could do with.
Yeah.
I could do with some of that.
I think we could all do with some of that right now.
I think so. I got some tummy troubles after a nasty taco.
He turns around and he looks at you. You see this handsome-looking elf with blonde hair, but a big bushy Western mustache and the chops that come down to meet him. He goes, well, you've come to the right place, my friend.
It's an elf with a beard.
That's out of place.
That's out of place.
That's real out of place.
They're usually really smooth, the face.
Yes.
How's this elf
Delicate.
growing facial hair? Something's wrong.
Wrong.
What are you three looking at here? Did I hear you say you have stomach problems?
Ramekin
Ew.
starts tugging on the elf's beard to see if it's real.
It comes off.
Oh!
Are we sure it's a doppelganger?
Wait, maybe it's real. Read his thoughts again.
Okay, I cast Detect Thoughts.
And you hear him going, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, and he picks up this flask of something and flings it at you, and it bursts on the bar, and you get spattered with acid. Can you all roll
Oh, God damn it!
a dexterity save to see how much of it you can
Oh,
dodge?
I'm not hurt yet.
Not much.
Ooh.
A 9.
Oh, it's 20!
20. Thandor does like a Matrix style backflip in a Western. 9 for
Yeah,
you,
like the Matrix.
Alan. You get splattered right across the face.
No!
Your beautiful, beautiful
My
moneymaker.
beautiful face.
A 19 for Ramekin.
Oh, easy. Your cyborg leg kind of springs down and then launches you up over the acid, and you don't even get a drop on you.
Fine.
And you land, and the
Somebody help me. Okay, fuck it. I'll help you. And Thandor goes up and casts Cure Wounds on.
the medicine man goes, "You guys are suckers," and he throws another one at you, and then the table over at the table.
Oh, it's a 9.
9, you get hit.
12.
Yeah, you're horribly scarred. 3. Yeah, there's no dodging at this time. Then the people over at the poker table, one of them goes, "It's on!" And he stands up and flips the chair up, and the poker bits and the money go everywhere, and the piano player just starts playing really fast on the piano. Thank you. And then everyone just starts in and, "Hey, you!" with a big haymaker brawl, and there is a bar fight. The bartender jumps up and swings from the chandelier and kicks the piano player off the piano. What are you guys doing? The guy in the purple tries to dodge out of the way and runs up the stairs.
Thandor's gonna pull out both of his pistols that are at his hips and fire at old mate Stu.
Sure.
Hackman.
Yes, you grab your pistols out. Hopefully they're real and they work.
It's 15 out of 10.
Hey, that's not bad.
Hey.
Yeah, the guy tries to flee and you shoot him right in the back and he drops to his knees as he tries to run up the stairs as you've hit him, but you haven't quite taken him down all the way. He starts dragging himself up onto his knees again and starts to make for the stairs.
Ramekin runs behind the bar, starts grabbing bottles of whiskey, pours one on his face to disinfect from the acid wounds, and then just starts smashing random people on the head with whiskey.
Excellent. You grab some prospector and you knock him out as a whiskey bottle gets obliterated on his head, and then there's an undertaker as well who spits in your face after you've done it, and then this really big guy. Can you actually roll a couple of to hits for me to see if you hit everyone?
I got a 15 and a 17.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Pretty damn good.
Yeah, no worries. This big guy tries to grab you, and he swings. He's a cowboy, all in black. And he goes, "You're dead!" And he swings this big meaty fist over your head as you dodge out of the way. But you are in his sights.
I dodge under the way, and then I see this big flagon of beer right there, and I try and smash it right against his face.
Great. Roll to hit to see if you hit him.
4. The flagon was too heavy, and I went to lift up and just swung and went underneath his chin.
He grins at you as that happens, a big kind of toothy grin, and he's got a couple of gold teeth, and he just goes, "Roar!" And he goes to grab you. Hey, with an 18, grabs the scruff of your neck and he picks you up and he puts you on the bar and he just goes, "Ah!" and runs you along the bar and off the edge, and you go tumbling into the ground, and you take you take a knock to the head as you hit the ground there. 8 hit points of damage.
Ow. I saw little birds fluttering around my head.
Alan.
I cast telekinesis to pick up the cowboy that flipped the poker table. I want to lift him up and throw him across the saloon into the rack of bottles behind the bar, and then slide him along, smashing all the bottles. So opposed checks.
Okay.
Does no one go for Stu?
9.
You're too caught up in the heat of the moment. Yeah, it's easy. You pick up a perfectly innocent, well, in the scheme of looking for the toxic doppelgangers, a perfectly innocent cowboy who's just trying to cheat at cards, and you telekinesis him over to the bar, and you what did you say? You
Smash him into the bottles behind, and then just run him along, shattering the bottles and just lacerating the hell out of him. Just really like lots of blood and
Something's happened to you in the live show.
Sorry, you're
chaotic neutral in the streets.
Normally he's a very good character. You do that, and you hear him shriek in pain as the bottles smash, and he drops to the ground, not moving, and then the whole shelving system just falls on top of him with a huge crash.
Ha
Thandor's really weirded out and is just gonna run after old mate, because you guys are fucked.
Which one's old mate?
Stu.
Okay.
Hackman, as he's like slowly limping away and trying to crawl up the stairs.
He's
gonna
clawing his way up.
grab him by his belt and by the back of his shirt, and then just piff him off the balcony.
The landing?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, no worries. Roll a strength check.
8.
8.
Yeah, no, it's too hard.
Yeah.
He kicks him.
He struggles against you. You kick him? All
why
right.
not?
He struggles against you and goes to stand up, and he flips around, and he's bleeding quite badly out of his back, and he looks up at you with fear in his eyes, and he tries to lamely punch at your stomach, and you kick him. Roll with advantage. Seeing as he's on his knees and probably dying.
Nice justification.
That would be a 3 and a 4.
All right. You managed to miss.
He punches me in the face. I'm like, oh, God!
Yeah, and then he blocks your foot and punches you in the face, and then he lifts you up over the balcony, and hey, you go over the edge and crashing into a table underneath.
I used telekinesis to lift the whole shelf that I just dropped on the other person over the top on the stairs, and then crunch it down on Bobby Purple Robe.
Stu
Hackman.
Great, you send it flying towards him. He's going to try and duck out of the way. Oh, with a 20. I really wanted him to fail that because it's getting towards interval time.
So
But,
Ramekin is recovering from his days. He out of his multi-tool, he shoots a lasso to try and entangle Stu Hackman and pull him back down the stairs.
Yep.
And hopefully that's successful.
Yeah, fire.
Oh, it's bloody successful.
No, roll a d20 to see if you actually are able to loop him with the lasso.
That's an 8.
You fire the lasso out of you lift your mechanical arm and fire the lasso, but it gets tangled up in the razor sharp shelf of broken glass.
The razor sharp shelf of doom.
Yeah, the Alan is hurling across the room, which thumps into Stu Hackman, and he stops moving.
I can see why they want to make a movie out of us.
I know, yeah.
So successful as adventurers.
His legs kind of kick and he sort of shudders and then goes still as the life leeches out of him. And then everyone in the room stops fighting and they kind of look around blankly and they're like, what's going on?
Lucky we killed both doppelgangers, not just Stu Hackman, but also the guy buried under all the glass.
Yes, there's...
Someone runs over and goes, Barry's dead! Barry was an Academy Award winning actor.
Oh, Barry.
How about that Pahone booth?
Yes, out to the Mahoney booth!
Do you guys just slowly back out?
No need to thank us. I've now reverted back to my normal voice.
Yes.
I just totally dropped the old. Yep, no worries. We're gonna go this way. No need to thank us. We'll accept our Academy Award later.
Everyone is a little too dazed to really see exactly what's going on here as you make your way out, a quick exit to the Pahone booth and inside, and you dial the next number, which is...
9811.
Connecting to soundstage 9881.
Big
Let's
studio.
hear the noise as it warms up, everyone. Ooh, it's firing up, and then with a flash of lightning and crackling energy, you travel through time and space to the next soundstage, and that is where we will take a short interval, everybody. We're going to take... We're going to take 15 minutes, so go grab yourselves a drink and be back in your seats in 15 minutes. We'll kick off with the second half and see where this shit goes. All right, everyone, we're back. How are we all doing? We've got a fresh drink ready to see what the hell soundstage 2,847 was, or wherever it was.
It was
I hope it's
Oh, thank you.
future.
In the audience.
8311.
All right.
Something.
Soundstage cyberpunk.
Oh, is that what you were hoping for?
Oh, hey, you're the DM, Ben. Weave
Yeah.
us a tale with
Just
your
because
words.
you asked, no. You guys arrive with a clunk of steam and electricity, and the phone box winds down. Yes, audience, thank you. And the doors open, and bits of taco and bodily fluid drip.
Blew us out.
Down top of you, yes, slew us out onto the grass.
Jesus.
And you step out into the outdoors and take a look at each other, and you notice that you are 10-year-old versions of yourselves.
Hi. Oh, no way. No way. This is awesome. This is so...
I hit puberty quite young.
Wow, fish people mature a lot faster.
Yeah, we do. Yep.
Hey, maybe
it's something to do with the miasma that makes our voices different.
What's miasma?
You know, the doppelganger miasma. I'm just retconning the Western accents from the last scene.
Oh, okay, yeah, cool.
I love that you guys have committed to this early.
100%. What? Yep.
Yes, yep. Bloody committed.
You step out and you're wearing like kind of hoodies and 80s style t-shirts and Thandor. You've got like an awesome bowl cut.
Just like my childhood.
Yeah. And you
Have I got a sweet bob?
Absolutely you do. If you want one, Alan.
I do.
Yeah, you've got it. And you see, you guys are in a playground. There's a merry-go-round, a swing, and a seesaw, and there are some BMX bikes. Your BMX bikes.
Oh,
just
sick.
sitting off to the
Oh,
side.
sweet.
I was thinking it was going to be that scene from Terminator 2 where the nuclear bomb goes.
You do hear a screech of tyres from the distance that gets closer, and a white van comes fishtailing around.
Oh no, it's Bill Cosby! Oh no!
Shouldn't have made that joke.
On the BMX, let's go! Yeah, quickly, before they catch our alien friend.
It skids to a halt and fishtails around with the back doors fling open, and as it does...
Someone say fishtail?
Yeah!
Sorry.
Physical comedy.
The doors spring open with and like fog and steam from the crappy fog machine inside comes out.
Wow, that seems unnecessary. Yeah, that's quite theatrical.
They've been hotboxing in their car.
What's a hot box?
I'm the bad one in the group.
The rebel. The fog dissipates and you can see in front of you a being the likes of which you've never seen before. It's wrapped in like a white kind of dressing gown, has a long thin neck and kind of a bulbous big head and big round eyes, and it stares at you, not really saying anything, and this red pulse you can see pulsing through its chest.
How'd you learn to drive? Did your dad teach her? Yeah. Can you teach us?
It looks at you, and then your mate, your little mate Elliot, pops out, and he says, "He's a spaceman from outer space, you idiots, and I drove. That's why the fishtails were happening everywhere."
How'd you learn to drive?
I didn't.
No way.
Just figured it out. Quick, we got to help him get back to his spaceship.
Okay, all right. Should we take our BMXs instead of that perfectly functioning van?
Yeah, let's dink him.
As you make that decision, you hear shouts from the bottom of the hill of authoritarian kind of policemen in tweed suits. There's a lot of them. Elliot says, "Quick, we got to get out of here."
Oh no, let's go! Quickly onto our BMXs.
Yep, let's hop on our BMXs, team.
You jump on your BMXs. Elliot puts the being in the basket at the front of your bike, Alan, and you guys take off as
right, come
everyone
on,
runs
Elliot.
up behind you.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Quick, follow me!" As you ride through the hills and the streets. There are like houses being built and constructed in this big estate there, and you're rolling through the hills as these men reach the top of the hill, and they're like, "Oh, come back here! Get him!
Fuck you!
As that happens, you hear another screech of tyres from closer behind. The shot pans around to the front of you riding in formation, and in the background we see a police car that screeches on its wheels, and the siren goes off.
Oh no, alien! They're gonna catch us!
Quick, let's get the fuck out of here!
What's your name, alien?
E.T.
Good to meet
In
you.
case that wasn't obvious.
I was hoping for Greg.
Damn it! I missed such a good opportunity.
Yeah.
I was hoping for an Easter Greg.
Yeah, me too. I forgot to put one in this game. We've started putting hidden Easter eggs in our games, folks. It's just for our own shits and giggles. I
Yeah.
forgot. Maybe next soundstage.
Yeah!
Because we've got heaps of time.
Yay! Quickly! Oh no, I forgot the urgency of the situation. There's
Quick, let's
police
pedal,
behind
pedal,
us.
pedal.
It's the 5-0, let's go!
Roll strength checks to see how fast you can get away from perfectly good functioning police cars.
I got a 10.
I got an 8.
I've got a 14.
I'm only little.
He reached puberty first.
Yeah, there's
Which is
always-
why he bursts out in front.
There's always one in the group.
I know.
Someone's got to be the best. Elliot fangs ahead with
Oh, we know who he was in this group, don't we?
with 10-year-old Ramekin, you two trailing behind a little bit, but as the police car noses up behind you and gets closer, it spurs you onto even greater speeds. And then Elliot says, "Quick, follow me!" And he veers off the road and onto the beaten track and down the hills. And
Oh, this track's well beaten.
yeah, you've seen the movie. And as you think you've escaped down the bottom, you slow down a little bit and
Oh, I think we lost them.
Yeah, I'm going to do a sweet sliding stop.
And then just as you do, all the crowd of inept policemen suddenly run in from nowhere on the side of the stage, yelling at you.
Oh, fuck! Oh, shit!
And you ride along. Yes, Ramekin.
Hey guys, why don't we just talk to them and explain our situation?
Great idea!
Roll a... Okay, yes.
Excuse me, Mr. Police Officer in a tweed suit and all your friends similarly dressed. We just found this extraterrestrial being with this criminal Elliot. He's always been the bad seed of the group, hasn't he?
He's always trying to get us to do his weird shit.
Yes.
Yeah, his mum's real weird as well.
Yeah, and he always touches up the van. With farts.
Right.
It's a family-friendly show.
Yeah. I thought you said touches up the van. Oh, that's why I was looking at you weird.
That's not what happened. Never mind.
The policeman in the tweed suits go, "Is that so? Well, hand him over then."
Here you go. Shut up, Elliot!
Thandor stomps on Elliot.
We know.
You stomped on Elliot?
Yeah, he goes, shut up, Elliot!
Yeah, shut up, you fuckhead.
Great. What? Roll to hit. Roll damage. He's not expecting it.
It's an 11 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, sneak attack.
Go on.
I got a 3.
Ramekin feels left out, gives him a little kick.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, 4.
You guys beat the shit out of your best friend until he's a bloody pulp on the ground. And E.T.
Oh, I guess he's not the doppelganger.
Yeah.
Totally thought he was going to be the double ganger.
Quick, do healing wounds. We didn't mean it.
E.T. starts to shimmer, and the air around him shimmers, and he goes, "I'm the alien, you fuckheads, it was always me." And he jumps on a bike and he starts riding away. He jumps on Elliot's bike and starts racing down the road, and all these police cars come out in front of him.
Thandor guiding bolts him. So
Okay.
as E.T. starts trying to run away, he finger guns at him and goes, "Boo!" And a bolt of lightning comes down from the sky and slams into him
Great.
with a 6.
That'll do.
Maybe not.
Yeah, no. So E.T.'s fanging it down the road on his bike, and he's sort of looking behind. I don't know how this is working, but it's working. And all the police cars come to block the road, and you fire at him with your guiding bolt, and it fires just to the side of him, and he swivels around it and kind of gets the wobbles a bit, and then starts up again. Policeman down the other end level shotguns at him, and then he lifts into the air and he starts flying away. This could have been you guys, you idiots. You could have been flying with him.
And then I cast telekinesis and crush the bike around him. Opposed rolls. Go, 13.
Yeah, he rolls a 12.
Yes!
And the bike.
Fuck that alien!
You just hear this. as he falls from a great height and splatters into the ground.
Meow, meow.
Oh, does that mean we get our voices back like normal because we
Yeah.
killed the doppelganger?
Yeah, you shift back into your adult forms, and your
Oh, my
clothes are far
clothes.
too small.
What? Oh, ow! This hurts.
Oh, it's so tight and familiar.
My voice has got
is still the
slightly
same.
less
Oh,
deep.
shit. Oh, shit. We should ditch these underwear.
Let's check out the next soundstage because we've only did that one in real quick time.
I'm really surprised that E.T. was able to ride that bike with his tiny little legs. He has a really long neck but really stubby legs.
Yeah, I did notice that.
The Pahone booth's quite a long way away after your exploits.
Well, let's spend the next 15 minutes running there.
One of the policeman actors kindly offers you a lift in the US Marshal car.
Oh, thank you.
He turns on the siren and off you go, all the way back up. Yeah, why not? There's sirens. Don't ask for... You just do them whenever you feel like them, really.
Wee.
And then you get into the Pahone booth and off you go to the next one.
Bet you wish you didn't throw out that scene then. Ben.
Oh, 18.
18.
And an 8.
All right.
188.
Connecting to soundstage 18. 8.
Ooh, someone remembers the rolls.
Yeah, don't ask me in 5 minutes. And the sound of the Pahone booth booting up. Ooh, you hear, you feel it rattles and shakes, and off you go. And you're still feeling sick after all this time, Ramekin.
It's the taco.
It's just dry retching now, though. We've already gotten rid of it all.
No, it's the taco that's still in the booth, just swirling around every time.
Ugh.
It's like a nutty sandstorm.
Oh, God. I just pictured that way too clearly.
Yeah. Oh. All right, moving
Welcome.
on. This time you step out into a soundstage where there's not a lot of action going on. The first thing you notice, you're all just yourselves, actually. No, additions.
Oh, that's good. I get to actually play my character.
Yeah, I know. This is pretty good.
Amazing.
I'm back to me.
I don't know who I am anymore.
You step out onto into this soundstage, and in front of you, the surface of the ground is all grey and sandy and gravelly and rocky, and it's pockmarked here and there with small craters. And in the centre, your gaze is drawn to this kind of reflective orange silver foil, and this vehicle, this boxy kind of white vehicle that's a sort of, perched on these 4 vaguely insect-like metal legs. And
Right, I got you now.
and on the side of the strange vehicle are the words
Took me a while.
Apollo 11. And there's a flagpole that
Knew
sits
it.
jammed into the centre of the set.
Fucking knew it.
Yeah, and
Faked it.
As,
Faked it,
as you
motherfucker.
arrive, you just hear someone go, "Cut, cut, cut, cut," and this bell rings, and this humanoid figure that's standing in this spacesuit on the set takes it off and goes, "Well, I can't fucking read the cue cards with this thing on. It's bloody hot in here, and it's steaming up."
Wait.
Well-
Isn't it weird
Yeah.
that the astronaut has an Australian accent?
No Australians went to the moon.
I don't
Not
think
on
that's
the
a
Apollo
little...
11.
A lot of Australian actors play these American roles, though, and that's
Yeah, that's
That's
right.
true.
The Americans love you,
Is
Australians.
it Russell Crowe?
Oh my God, is it Russell Crowe?
Is it a young Bud Tingwell?
Shit, I hope not. I was hoping to get my 40-odd foot of Grunt CD signed.
The astronaut throws his...
Is that you, Bud?
Maybe. He throws his helmet at you, Alan. What would your AC be? Oh, it'd be below 17, right?
Yes.
It hits you, and it chips a tooth as the helmet...
Oh, not again!
Yeah. Someone's like, "Get these assholes out of here."
My grill.
Oh no. Look, there's no need for violence, friend.
Yeah, you fucking asshole.
Yeah. Look at his face.
You've
Look at
chipped
what
my
you did.
tooth.
He throws a helmet.
That
you
already had
dick.
a S in it, but yes, you tripped my tooth. Toothes.
Your tooth.
Toothes.
He must be the doppelganger.
Yes, he must be. Let's quickly.
Would you like us to hold your cue cards a little closer so you can read them?
Yes, that'd be great. Thanks, mate.
Fabulous. All you needed to do was learn how to communicate properly,
Yeah.
and clearly you can resolve this like adults.
I said, get these assholes out of here. The director behind the camera is like, what the fuck is going on here?
We're with the crew.
Yeah,
The crew.
I'm
He's-
the Beth boy.
He's the cue card guy. He's the best boy, and I'm with catering.
Can you roll persuasion checks for me, please?
14.
19.
10.
I rolled a 3. All right then. Well, get to work. We got to take another. Shot here. We're running out of film. Somebody get this Pahone booth out of here, will you? It doesn't look good on the moon.
What did the Beth boy do?
I have no idea.
I think he
He's just really great.
he just gives encouragement to all the actors and that
Yeah.
sort of thing.
You're doing great, Bud. Good work, Bud. That's you. Sorry, you're doing great, Bud.
Oh, that is me.
Yes.
Thanks, guys. You're fucking awesome.
I'll just stand over here then. And
You want a sandwich, bud?
Yeah.
Cool, I'll make you a sandwich. I'm out.
Cool. It's all you, Ramekin.
Yeah,
Would you
cool.
like me to hold your cue cards, bud?
Yeah. Thanks, mate. That'd be great.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Can you see them?
Yeah, I can see him now. I need my helmet back though. Hang on a second. As all this is going on.
That's a really nice helmet, Bud. Sorry, just encouraging.
Thanks, mate. Thanks. It's nice to get some encouragement around here.
Nice face.
You don't get thanks.
You got a nice face.
Yeah. Well,
Here's
you're
your
trying to-
sandwich. I'll be over by the catering table.
Isn't Hollywood exciting?
I know, it's amazing, isn't
So
it?
entertaining.
I always wanted to do this.
Somebody walks into the soundstage with like a giant kind of like pushing on a trolley this giant Loch Ness head, and it's like, where should I put this, guys? That's it's supposed to go in here, isn't
You
it?
should put it on Bud instead of the helmet.
Yeah.
Wear the Loch Ness head, Bud.
Yes.
way
Yeah, it
better
really
than a
suits
helmet.
you. Yeah, really suits you.
Yeah, way to go! Someone fucking.
What, are we derailing shit?
Yes, you are. Suddenly, you guys.
So unlike us.
Yeah, these
Weird.
big,
That
beefy security guards come in and go, these guys don't have passes. And they're wearing black suits and white shirts with a black tie. And one looks suspiciously like Tommy Lee Jones. And he just says, look into this, would you, thanks, boys? And he flashes a red thing in your face. And you go comatose for a moment.
I don't even get a save?
Nah, they push you into the phone booth. Well, we've got 15 minutes left. They push you into the phone booth, and they dial another thing for you and get you the fuck out of
But
there.
we didn't get the doppelganger.
Oh no!
How do they know how the Pahone booth works?
That's a very good question.
How did they know?
Oh!
Being a movie-based game, we now cut to a montage of you guys because it's there's
What are we
not a
doing
lot of
anymore?
time.
What are we doing?
We're stopping the miasma by killing the doppelganger.
Apparently, yeah.
Memories were erased, so what are we
Oh.
doing?
No, it's just
Who
of that.
are you?
It was
I don't know.
that-
It was just at that soundstage, dickhead.
Okay.
So, you guys, we cut to the montage with no talking, Thandor. So you're on the set of a slasher movie where the doppelganger gives themselves away because one of the teenagers suggests not going out by themselves and waiting till the morning until it's where you can see in its safety in numbers, and then you all descend on her. Unmercifully. We cut to an animated version of you all, where you're all animated, and Wile E. Coyote actually outsmarts the Roadrunner first time, and is feasting on his delicious, delicious remains, and gives himself away as the doppelganger, and you guys fuck him up. Montage! We cut to a monster flick, a haunted house or castle atop a hill, and you're having a dinner party with a vampire and a wolfman and a witch and Frankenstein's monster, and you outsmart and outroot the root out. Sorry, I should say that the other way
That
around.
was the scene I didn't want to skip
Yeah,
past.
I know. Let's go back to that one.
Please don't
porno,
flash
mate.
my memory on that one.
I like
You-
this monster porno.
Oh, monster porn.
That's the
Oh,
sound.
the tentacles! Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
And Star Wars.
Montage. And
Star wipe.
We star wipe to you in an empty soundstage. And I was going to say you root him out with serving him garlic, but tentacle porn is much, much better.
Yes, and?
We star wipe to a soundstage that's empty. You are all in Elizabethan costumes at the end of it all, and you're
Nice
standing there.
codpiece.
Oh, I like this dress. The
I like
corset,
it too.
It looks
really? Yeah.
stunning.
I
It's
can't
nice.
breathe though.
Okay, yeah, you
Yeah.
look a little peaky.
Yeah, it's really hot. It's really hot.
Hang
Good
on,
for your posture, though.
Yeah, I know, really good.
Sorry, I've totally lost my notes here. Anyway, I know basically what's going on.
Elizabethan times.
So what? Elizabethan times. So
Hold on,
you
these
guys
costumes look very familiar for
I
some
know.
strange
I
reason.
know.
Why?
Are we the doppelgangers?
Oh no!
Thandor's gonna punch Alan in the face.
12! Oh, I definitely am the doppelganger! Yes, and I'm going to shoot you with a lightning bolt to see if you are the doppelganger. You need to make a save.
Okay, cool. 10!
You take 30 points of damage. Are you the doppelganger?
I'm not the doppelganger!
Oh,
Am I the doppelganger? Ramekin tries to lasso himself.
I don't know that you need to roll for that if you're doing it to yourself.
Okay, boom!
So you lasso yourself.
Ramekin's tied up. Guys, we're safe.
okay.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
Very good. Good work,
Alright.
team.
Alright.
Good work, team.
And as you're lying there, bruised and sorry for yourselves and feeling slightly idiotic, a portal...
I don't know about that.
No, I don't feel that.
No.
No, well, I feel that you're slightly idiotic. Maybe that's just me projecting onto you guys.
Maybe.
A portal opens up in the soundstage, and this big, towering, trollish human stands there with big, fat, flabby rolls trying to burst through this business shirt.
Oh, Jesus.
And he's got like a tie that's loosely open and big, loose jowls and like saliva coming out of him. He's like, I'm Harvey Fuckstain. And I made those doppelgangers because you all took what was mine. And like, like saliva
Bit
drips.
entitled there, Harvey.
Yucky.
What did we take from you?
Everything. Everyone here, I was just doing the right thing, making movies, making Follywood real for everyone.
I don't know about that. I don't think you got a great track record.
Well, fuck you. And he picks up a camera and he swings it at you, Thandor. And
Hey, don't judge him, Thandor. Fox News said he was all right.
And it must be true. He rolled.
They never lie.
He rolled it 2, so it goes.
You are a
sailing.
fuckstain.
He is a fuckstain. It goes sailing over your head. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna run up and I'm just gonna like Johnny Cage do the splits and then just like uppercut straight into his nuts.
Great, roll to hit.
6!
Bam! Yeah, you go wha-bam, and your hand just goes and all this like.
Oh
flab.
no, it's
Yeah.
I'm getting sucked in.
Yeah.
Someone help me!
Roll a strength check to see if you can get out.
Oh no! Oh, it's a 20!
Yeah.
You roll a 20 now to save
sorry.
your hand from
I'm
Harvey
sorry.
Fuckstain's fat rolls.
No one wants that hand near that man.
No, I don't blame you. You successfully extract your hand from
it's all
horrible
greasy.
things.
I
It's all
cast
greasy.
detect thoughts on Harvey Fuckstain. What is he thinking?
It is horrible, horrible shit that I cannot say on microphone.
Oh.
And then just mostly, I'm Harvey Fuckstain.
Oh, a bit one note.
Ramekin cuts himself out of the lasso that he's caught himself in, and then uses his multi-tool arm to shoot a laser straight between Harvey Fuckstein's eyes.
Harvey Fuckstain. Come on, let's be
Fuckstain.
clear about this.
Harvey
Great,
Fuckstain.
roll to hit.
Dun, dun, dun. Number 7, lucky 7.
Lucky 7 does not hit. He picks up a light from one side and like uses it as a shield, like the little flat bit on the side, and it goes flying back and like ricochets around the room, and cables and shit fall down, and it doesn't hit him though. He comes.
Oh,
Flying.
awful place to pause. Really,
Oh
like.
no, I'm right here!
What?
Oh, it's Louis C.K. Oh, God.
Stampeding towards you, I was gonna say,
Oh, thank God.
with a big meaty backhand to both of you, and he punches you both, Alan and Thandor.
Sorry, guys.
You've enraged him now.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Not the meaty backhand.
Thandor's gonna grab a mic boom and use it as he would like his glaive, and just like slam the fluffy end straight into his face.
Okay, great.
Come on, it's an 8.
Fucking hell, you guys suck.
Ramekin scenes that Harvey Fuckstein is standing on kind of like all this old celluloid, notoriously very flammable, and he lights it with a little bit of a little lighter at the end of his multi-tool, which then catches on fire and hopefully spreads up Harvey Fuckstein's flammable
Fat?
Yes, flammable fat.
That's sounds good enough to me. The sound of flame catching on, it goes, and in a big fireball, Harvey Fuckstein erupts in fire and emits horrible screams.
I
into
come
the
forward
soundstage.
and cast light on Harvey Fuckstein, and a light shines down, and I know your weakness, Harvey Fuckstein, and I shine a light on his disgusting form.
No, not purity. No, I'm Harvey Fuckstein.
Everyone can see who for who you are now, Harvey Fuckstein.
They always could.
It was almost like there was a way that everyone kept it under wraps and continued to institutionalize it and just never mentioned it to anyone at all.
I know, I thought I got away with it.
Except for you meddling kids.
Thanks, Daddy.
And then we grab Harvey Fuckstein's face and peel it off, and underneath it is...
Bill Cosby!
Doofus,
yeah.
Doofus is like, you guys got me. You got me. Now I feel bad about George
I
Cullen.
know, I was just thinking that. No.
Yeah.
Well, you said doofus.
I did, yeah. Should have gone with Cosby.
I'm sure something
Well,
will come
thanks
out.
for coming, everybody.
Just before, and you go to lock him up and do what should have been done with him in the first place, which will remain for other people to decide. But
We'll leave to a court of law.
Yes, we probably should do that. But
What could go wrong?
you do remember at the last moment, you should probably go back and remind yourselves to go on this journey in the first place. And so you jump in the Pahone booth.
Yeah, close the loop.
Yeah, and off you go. Roll your D20s.
12. I got a 1.
Hey, that's exactly the number you needed to go back to where you were at the start of the game.
Yes. Hey.
And with the sound of the phone booth, everybody, a big flash of light and wind as the phone booth disappears and travels back in time. And that is where we will end today's Comedy Festival show. Thank you for joining us, everybody.
Thandor comes out and goes, it's Harvey Fuckstein. Just go to that.
Yeah, just
fucking
kill Harvey
18,
Fuckstein.
18, 1, and
Nice.
then you'll
Did
get...
you not just see me finish the show?
Yeah.
Was this an epilogue?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just saying, that's what we should have said from the start.
Yeah, like 18, 18, 1, straight to Harvey
Oh, the
Fuckstein.
clue to give
Pew,
yourselves.
pew.
Yeah. Instead of being like, oh, what's the fucking
You're
number
gonna
I'm thinking about?
Yeah, you're going to
69.
save yourself a blood nose and a chipped tooth and a
Murdering that
lassoing.
random guy.
It's gonna be a
Hey,
5-minute
we all make
show.
mistakes.
That's the 5-minute version, if there's such a thing. Everyone, thank you. Thanks for joining us. Go and see Ollie's show if you got nothing on. 6:15. It is absolutely wonderful and absurd.
Ridiculous and hilarious.
Yeah, so please go do that. But we are going to be downstairs selling some merch and saying hello. So come and say hello. But thanks again for joining us. Have a wonderful comedy festival.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much. Give it up for Benny. What a game. Beautiful. Give it up for Ollie.
Give it up for Danny. See you later.
Poor Greg.
Give it up for Greg!
Yeah, a bit slow, guys. Fuck.